Pittsburgh's three rivers, the Monongahela, the Allegheny, and the Ohio, have always been the lifeblood of the region. George Washington, Lewis and Clark, and Andrew Carnegie all saw the greatness of these three rivers. They knew the importance of the rivers to sustain the influx of residents as a part of the exploration and transportation to lands unknown, and of course, to the economic growth of great industry. In 1958, after hundreds of years of looking at the rivers as a filthy afterthought of industrialization, John and Josephine Conley had a dream to completely change the view of the three rivers on a riverboat filled with fun and entertainment for young and old. The Gateway Clipper came to life on May 17, 1958, as Captain Jack Gessling, the Conleys' nephew and inspiration, piloted the first Gateway Clipper cruise aboard the 100-passenger Gateway Clipper, a charter for the YMCA. That first year, the Gateway Clipper was a hit with residents and visitors to our city. Pittsburgh's official sightseeing boat welcomed over 25,000 passengers during its first year. In 1959, the Conleys expanded their boat line, adding 2 more 100-passenger boats and becoming the Gateway Clipper fleet. One of the new boats was the good ship Lollipop, named by Mrs. Conley. And the job of this boat was simple, to bring fun to the three rivers for kids of all ages. The good ship Lollipop is now a true Pittsburgh tradition, a cruise that families ride generation after generation. In 2009, we'll celebrate Lolly the Clown's 50th birthday. Throughout the 1960s, the popularity of the Gateway Clipper fleet cruises soared. The Gateway Clipper fleet was the place to be during the swinging 60s. We played host to many different events: weddings, college dances, corporate parties and meetings. Is that an elephant? Fashion shows, and even a beauty pageant. Did you know there was a Miss Gateway Clipper fleet? Oh, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The 1970s was a great time for the city of Pittsburgh and her sports teams. As the city ushered in Renaissance 2, the Pirates, Steelers, and the Pitt Panthers brought the title of City of Champions to Pittsburgh. The Gateway Clipper helped celebrate all these victories and even introduced a boat named the City of Champions. The fleet has provided shuttle service to Pirates and Steelers games since 1970, transporting all die-hard fans to Three River Stadium, and now to Heinz Field and PNC Park. The 1980s saw the move of the Gateway Clipper fleet to our current home at historic Station Square from its original location, the Mon Wharf. The fleet continued to grow. We even had our own version of the Love Boat. Over the last 50 years, we've had over 20 boats sail as part of the fleet. In 1987, the largest boat ever to sail with the fleet, a 277-foot, 1,000-passenger behemoth, cruised into the port of Pittsburgh from Pensacola, Florida. Designed specifically for the fleet by our president, Terry Warginis, this new riverboat was to be the flagship of the fleet. If you haven't already guessed it, this spectacular vessel is the Gateway Clipper's crown jewel, the Majestic. During the 1990s, the Gateway Clipper fleet sailed the Three Rivers proudly with a wide variety of cruises and special events. Featuring dozens of different types of cruises, Pittsburghers and visitors to our fine city could enjoy a chicken and ribs dinner, a Hawaiian luau, an educational sightseeing cruise, a rocking dance cruise, or our signature cruise, the Captain's Dinner Dance Cruise. With Pittsburgh as the host city of the 1994 All-Star Game, the Gateway Clipper fleet hosted the first ever gathering of Major League Baseball's team mascots at a week-long cruise event called Mascot Mania. We saw Pittsburgh's then mayor, Tom Murphy, jump in the river as part of WWE's War on the Water, and we hosted Bruce Willis as he shot the movie Striking Distance. We ushered in the new millennium with a series of New Year's Eve cruises that showcased our beautiful city and sparkling skyline. That brings us to the 21st century, and the Gateway Clipper's role in serving this great city, her business community, and residents. What started 50 years ago as a one-boat operation offering sightseeing cruises has evolved into a 5-boat, 2,500-passenger fleet of the finest riverboats in America. As we sailed during our 50th season, we have rechristened our fleet to reflect the royal treatment we strive to provide all our guests. With a total fleet makeover underway, we look forward to providing exceptional good times for one and all for many, many years to come.